Well, I'm trying to generate some good content for you this week, but Mother Nature keeps raining on my parade, literally, and my frame. So I'm going to do what I can while it's not downpouring. So let's get busy. Honestly, don't even know what happened. I'm also trying to clean off my shelves, so should have had all these laid out already, but I didn't. Alright, don't fall on the ground. Like you already know, this stuff's just going on kind of loose for now. Still in the mock-up phase. Now that it's raining and the screen's wet, I can't touch the screen to stop it, so y'all just gonna have to hang on. Let's see, get another washer. Let's see. My butt out of your face. Should have the air tanks painted here directly. These are the Freightliner air tank brackets, as well as these guys. It's lovely the weather we're having today, eh? I tried to hook up my wireless mic, but the weather wasn't having it. Or I should say the mic wasn't having the weather. Let's see, I think it's just a set of holes here. Boy, the frame is all dirty again. Now I know how twin sticks felt working out in the weather all the time. It don't look too bad. Middle of this truck's starting to look pretty good. They're gonna just go right there. You can see them over there. I need to hurry up and get the tanks on it. Fuel tanks and air tanks. Then I can fire that dude up. Well, we're out here at the old parts truck again. Project for now is getting these doors off. I need these handles on my truck. And I can't just take that off because of that. Those ain't going to come out without some soaking. These are definitely going to be taking a ride through the sandblasting cabinet. And I also give those guys about a 40% chance of coming out without that steel having corroded into the things, so we'll hope for some luck. I don't know what some of these brackets are. It's got some various and sundry stuff in here. They even carpeted the interior panel. This truck must have been mint back in its day. Well, set you up, we'll get busy. I also hooked my wireless up, so that might work for a while. Come on, baby. I'm expecting a nope. Ha! Figured as much. These are going to be some drill and tapping jobs here. Batting 100% so far. water just runs down these things and just whoop, and it's the end of the game for these dudes. Fortunately, I'm really good at extracting busted hardware. Ow. That was my thumb. That hurt. Well, I got one of the 4 out. But like I said, well, here we are in the vestibule of the old truck. Time to proceed with some teardown. Looks like you're crooked. Are you guys? You look like you're looking at me like this. We're gonna go ahead and get with it. I don't know what this cover was for. Apparently nothing. But it sure is in good shape. For holding dirt, clearly. Ah, that's what it's for. For the air motor for the wipers. See, I learn something new every day, even on my own stuff. Alright, will this pull out? Doesn't want to. That little spring-loaded jobber in there is all whomper jawed up. There it comes. Well, I don't think it's grabbing much. Well, I don't know. It's gripping to that plastic pretty good, so that piece must want to stay there. Well, the rain's coming down again. That's the way she goes. So many things I need to get done, you know what I mean? And I got time to work on what I got time to work on, and right now it's getting this truck stripped down so I can get rid of it. So, may not be the amazing content you were hoping for, but it's all I got right now. Yeah, looks suspiciously like the mice have been in there. Alright, Fievel. Hey, that might be a factory option, actually. Look at that. It's got actual pigtails in it. I was just going to chop it. Now there's mouse poo in my seat. See this little extension here? This guy is not there on the cabs that are just a little shorter than this one. My other truck, the one we're restoring, is this much shorter, the width of that and the width of this. So this piece is gone, and the piece we took out previously would just go straight to here. So the cab is this much longer. So, which is kind of weird because this truck is not an Eagle, and it has a longer cab than the one that is an Eagle, and the Eagle was the higher end machine. Now I can't take all this stuff out because I gotta pull the seats out first, and I was gonna do that today, but well, rain. So the way this works is the back section, that panel, retains the headliner, which just slots in up here. But unfortunately, I didn't bring a drill or a cutoff wheel, and they pop riveted this piece in there. I don't think that's factory. It's designed like that, but I think originally they had screws in them, just like them guys. My other truck did anyways, and it's only a year different than this one. So I can't pull the headliner out, which more than likely means I'm not going to get to take a bath in mouse poop. So I guess we'll flip around and pull more panels up there. Ugh, okay. Note to self. Don't take grab handles off until you're done getting in and out of the truck. And also I have mouse poop in my shoe. These are the wiper controls. This panel on the truck we're restoring is destroyed. Oops. Whoops. Let's see, we're gonna have to disconnect some stuff on here. Oh, quit it. Okay, so we got all kinds of air lines going over to the motors. So I gotta get these little fellers off. Just gonna pump the lines off. There's 5 of them. I numbered them. All I got's a black Sharpie and no tape, so who knows if that mark will stay there. And that's what's up in there. That's the air operated motor for the driver's side windshield wiper. And we're gonna pull that guy off too. I'm not sure what this is. It looks kind of nasty. Well, I found me a croissant wrench over there in the shop. The satellite shop, that is. The one that's just behind where this truck is parked. Trying to get these off without breaking the cover. Boy, I had a pain in the butt job earlier this week. Check this out. As a mechanic, sometimes I wonder why I do some things. I guess for money, so that I can do this. Intermission here. Sometimes as a mechanic, you take on projects that you know from the start are going to be terrible, but will pay good, and that's one of them. Good paying job, but whew, terrible, terrible project. I'll show you that real quick. Also, I'll show you these. These are 4 of our baby chicks. They're just learning how to scratch around in the grass and eat and have a good time. Anyways, 2012 Chrysler Town & Country. 170 something thousand miles. Blown head gasket. This has got to be, I think they call this a Pentastar engine, whatever. Doesn't matter. This thing as a whole is got to be one of the worst, poorly engineered, from a mechanic standpoint anyways, vehicles that I have ever had to mess with. And I already knew that going in, but what a pain in the butt. I hate these engines, by the way. It's a V6. We have a 0 mile, fresh reman, actual Chrysler motor, dual overhead cam. Got 1 chain for that side, 1 chain for that side. Then we've got a small chain that drives from there to the crankshaft, and then another chain that goes from the crankshaft down to there. So you got 4 chains on this thing. Several stupid, weird features. The exhaust manifold is essentially cast in part of the head. Really dumb. What else? The accessory drive setup is insane. It's got your normal timing cover. Got a little, for lack of a better way of saying it, just a bolt-on plastic coolant passage. Your water pump starts here, goes all the way down to there. And let me show you all the accessories. Look at this crap. This pile here is just what comes off of that little guy after you get it out. So you got a 2-piece intake. That's one piece. That's the other piece. That's that little passageway. Look at this monstrosity of a water pump. Just ridiculous. And this big guy, well, there's a new one right here. This goes under the intake, down in the valley there between the cylinders, or the heads. What a job. This kind of deal makes you hate your life as a mechanic. A lot of people drop it out the bottom, but there's 1/8 of an inch of wiggle room to get it this way. You got to take the power steering pump off from somewhere down this hole. Have to take the catalytic converter off, but you can't get it out, so you just leave it in there and kind of fight your way through all this stuff. There's like this much room to get your hand around both sides of that drive shaft. It's a nightmare. Well, welcome back. Since you've been gone, I got this fella off of here. Minty. I'm about to be the first one at the scene of an accident. Okay, we're going to try to pull this panel off. Let's see, you already got a couple of screws out, 3 screws out. Now, I'm going to try to remember that there could be mouse poopy in this one, instead of dumping it all in my face like I did on the other side. That was more fun, though. Entertainment value was probably marginally higher. Okay, now we got 2 different fasteners here. Switch to this guy. So let's use a hex head bolt here, and then a countersunk screw. Alright, this time I'm going to do this smarter. Get out of the way. Just in case Fievel has been up here too. Oh, he hasn't. Okay. I don't want to drop that on the ground where it might break. It's in great shape. Are any of y'all still watching? I know this is not exciting, but thank you if you are. Because you, my friends, are the ones that I do it for. Let's see if we can get this horn button off. See about what kind of, excuse me. That is so cool. Like a 1950s car. I just love it. And the little man on the tractor emblem there. Some of y'all might not know what that's what that is. See? Outer wheel, other outer wheel. Thing on the top's the guy's head. And thing in the middle is the tractor. It's a row crop tractor. What's a row crop tractor, you ask? Well, a row crop tractor is the old tractors that just have 2 little bitty narrow front tires. Okay, make sure I don't separate these pieces from everything else. I really want to put this in my truck like yesterday. Got the horn honker just wedged into me. I kind of wonder if the air brake system or the wiper system on this truck worked, because one of these lines is completely crushed. Yeah, look at this. See the air lines coming out of there? Look at that one. There's no way air was coming through that dude. I mean, it is smashed completely. This here truck has a intact shifter boot. On mine, you look down through there and you see the engine. But we'll grab that next time, and looks like we just need a 2-bolt puller right there. See what our luck is getting that thing out of there. So my teardown that I'm doing on the cab isn't really going to be that involved. I mean, I'm not doing anything other than just stripping the majority of the plastic panels and anything that's in good shape. The stuff like the dash frame, stuff like that, I'll probably just leave in it. Just not worth stripping out of it. I wanted to get the seats out, but when these guys are wet and them guys are wet, that's a little more hazardous than I care to deal with. Oh, looks like you got water in your eye. Anyways, let's go over to this side. This is what's in this door. The washer bottle is behind this. That guy is brand new. I think that's the tractor protection valve, but I'm no expert. Oh, almost forgot my ratchet. And I had planned on pulling the seat out in this episode, but you know, like I said 2 seconds ago, not gonna happen, because I need to get under there, get those guys out, and then wrestle that dude out of there. I'm gonna get it recovered pretty soon to put back in the truck that we're building. So have a gander at these steps here. These are unobtainium pretty much with the Transtar 2 trucks. These metal step assemblies, they pretty much all look like this. Rusted out, broke off. And fat guy apparently was in and out of this a bunch. Split, cracked, caved in right here, because if you hit a big enough bump, that tire, believe it or not, will drive itself right into the bottom of it. That's what was wrong with mine, which you'll see in a second. Just caved in right here. So if y'all come across a set of those, let me know. Now, pulling the cab, other than the awkwardness of it, is not really that difficult. It's nothing's bolted up across the back, obviously, because it tilts up. But you've essentially got your brake valve. It's got all your air lines coming through, which in this case we're cutting, and then your wiring harnesses come. We'll have to unbolt the shifter, which is up there where you can't see it. If some of y'all watching this wondering why I'm not building this truck, it's like you see when it was wrecked in the front, it has pulled the cab floor loose. Like poor old James Pretty done on that Ford CL9000. Poor guy busted it all apart right there with the cab jacks. This has a big old patch right there, see. But I am excited about getting an extra set of cab jack cylinders. These ones are a different make or model than mine, and I'm not certain if they work or not, but I think they do. So I'm going to have a complete extra cab jack system. That's a power steering reservoir, which a lot of trucks, believe it or not, don't have that either. No power steering. I can't imagine driving one of these without it. Now the cab forward hinge is right here. Just one bolt right there. Funny thing is, that one on mine was broke when I got it. See if I can dig the video up, but I don't think I can. Maybe. I found a guy that sold me one of these. I forget what I paid for it. It's like 350 bucks for this aluminum casting. And then a year later, here I buy a parts truck and it's mint. But the dryer goes here. This was totally missing on mine, so I didn't even know what these brackets and stuff was for. And we got the cab jack over there. Cylinder, I mean. So, this is just a really good score of a truck. Super thrilled about it. Well, fellas, as always, I appreciate you following me. Appreciate you following along with these builds, or debuilds, I guess it should be. Well, hey fellas, as always, I appreciate y'all following along and joining me for my adventures and sometimes the misadventures, but we'll get her torn down. Anything you see on this truck is fair game with the exception of what I've already taken out and keeping the axles and chassis, but anything else you see that you need for yours, holler at me. It's probably fair game. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Wish this rain would quit.